This is Star Wars The Clone Wars MagnaGuard, part of Wave 5 of the Clone Wars figures. It's a very nice looking character. I'm not sure if Hasbro made a movie version of this guy, but he is just great as an animated figure. Uh, I remember the scene where Anakin and Obi-Wan were on Grievous's ship, and they were battling like a couple of Magna Guards, and they were so difficult to defeat. I mean, these guys were highly skilled droids with their energy staffs. They could swing, and even if you were armed with a lightsaber, these electro prods from their staff can block lightsabers, and it was just amazing how they fought. They were so quick and agile and adept at using the staff. So, and all in all, it's a very good figure. I like this more than the assassin droid, the IG assassin droids, and primarily because they have a little bit more bulk to them. Uh, they look like ninjas more than the highly elongated heads of the IG droids. And these guys are very poseable. I mean, let me just take off the staff so on one hand so you can appreciate it better. Oh, just even looking at the hand, he's got two thumbs, so he can really grip a weapon. He's got wrist articulation, elbows bend, they rotate 360, the arms move in and out slightly because of the shoulder pads, and then they rotate 360 degrees. Head is on a ball joint, so you can get him into a lot of poses. The upper part of the body swivels. Legs, unfortunately, again, just like Kit Fisto, can only move forward and backward. But I do, even if this figure lacks articulation from the waist down, the feet, the legs are already molded so that they're in like a straddle position, so you don't really need too much articulation. And what I really appreciate about this figure, apart from his superb detail, I mean, just amazing detail. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's got bright red eyes. Really ominous looking figure. Let me see. It's very hard to see the eyes. There you go. Very nice. It's got bits and pieces of red, and everything is like in pewter colored or cast iron paint scheme. And then, sorry, going back to my thought, that what I really liked about this figure is they've given him like clown feet. I mean they've given him huge, humongous feet. Just look at that, and which is good because it gives him a lot of balance compared to the Super Battle Droid. The Super Battle Droid had tiny feet. It was top heavy. He had very tiny feet, and then, albeit with a a figure stand, he would not stand up. He was given like a small flat piece of plastic with a peg on it, and he would not stand because his feet were so tiny that the weight was just bending him over. But on this particular droid, I hope you can imagine. I don't have the Super Battle Droid with me right now, but I hope you can imagine the Super Battle Droid, how he looks like. But this guy is just proportioned everywhere, and the feet, except for the feet, and the feet are just they're good as stands on their own. I mean, he can get him into some serious poses, and he would still stand up. I mean, crouching, leaning back. I mean, just an amazing figure. I'm very pleased that I was able to get him. When they came out a couple of days ago, uh, last week of April, today, very late. They came out a couple of days ago, and my usual toy store, they ran out immediately of this guy and Kit Fisto and Padme and Jar Jar, and I had to go to another store very quickly just to find him, and I was glad I did. So very nice indeed. Okay, if you don't like his staff, he does come with another accessory. He has this, some reviewers call it ginormous. Ginormous is not a word, but this humongous piece of hardware. It's like a huge space gun. I mean, he can barely lift it up. I mean, just the weight of it. I mean, his arms will not support it. It's just way too heavy. I don't understand why um, Hasbro came up with this. The box art shows him holding it with two hands. I don't know if I can do it, but yeah, there you go. Even with two hands, he's got great difficulty keeping it together. Uh, like that, like so. I mean, I've never actually seen them carry a machine gun or blasters with them. I've always seen them with their staffs, but not with the blasters. I mean, it's so hard. Even if it's a huge stable feet, you can hardly get him to stand up with this gun. Let's see if I can do it without cheating. Okay. There you go. I mean, it's like he's heavy. He's carrying like a sack of rice or a sack of flour. He's just in a lot of pain just carrying this gun. So I'm gonna keep this in the box. Okay. Just get him to pose with the staff. Okay. Very nice figure. Highly recommended figure. I mean, this is probably in this fifth wave of Clone Wars figures. This is the guy you want to get first. I mean, you can get him, then Fisto and Kit Fisto, and then maybe Padme. But if you have to get one figure from this wave, this is the figure you want to get. Now, very quickly, I want to do a size comparison, which I'd forgotten to do in the Kit Fisto video. Here he is, for you Marvel fans out there. Here he is with the comic series Logan from the X-Men Origins Wolverine toy line. Same size, same scale, 3 3/4 inch. And for Transformers fans, these figures are very small. If you don't like them, you're not going to change your mind about them once you get them. But if you're a Star Wars fan, as well as Transformers fan like I am, definitely a must-have. Here he is with a classic Starscream. Very tiny figure. Okay, so there you have it. Highly recommended figure. Probably the only, if you have to get one figure, he's the one you want to get. So here he is, the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, MagnaGuard. Thanks for watching.